Sandy.
Hi, it's Dave.
Hi, it's Kirk.
Welcome to the A.D.K Rock and Metal channel, and today we are going to check out a song called Paradise. And this has been done by Within Temptation and Tarja, formerly of Nightwish. This is a live performance, and so we will give our honest feedback at the end. Let's go check it out. Okay, there we go with In Temptation Live featuring Tarja. I'm going to throw this to Andy first for your thoughts and feedback.
Okay. I don't know how the sound came across for you guys. It might just be the limitations of my computer speakers, but the sound of the whole performance wasn't great to me. Just it was very bit muddy. The sort of instrumentation didn't come across very clearly, but that's kind of a side issue. My initial or most sort of striking sort of recollection of all that is, do you agree that Tarja kind of adapted her vocals away from what she would normally deliver to a more Sharon Van Drunen? Is that her name, Kirk?
I'm not sure. Dave will know.
I'll call her Sharon anyway.
Her name
she
is
adapted
Sharon,
her vocals to be very similar to Sharon's, who looked absolutely astonished that she suddenly appeared over her shoulder to join her for this song. I mean, that must have been an amazing moment for her to find out that Tarja was good.
Well, just so you know, she knew that Tarja was coming on, but she was expecting her to come from the left-hand side of the stage.
Oh, right, okay.
So she turned around to greet her. She's like, where the fuck is she?
Simple
there you are.
Okay.
She has surprised her on a couple of shows where she wasn't expecting her.
Oh, I see. Right.
But on this one, she was, yes.
Yeah. There was that element. I mean, there was very occasional, you heard sort of classic Tarja, particularly towards the end, and certainly when they were both sharing the sort of the ooh sort of mid song. But overall, I do like this. And even one of my favourite bands, Theatre of Tragedy, the guitar riffs are so simple. Because the songs are, generally keyboard led with the melody and everything. That's the sort of that's the instrument that's most highest in the mix. And then you go to think, why do they do that when bands such as, Cradle of Filth, for example, have that combination of, intricate guitar riffs and the keyboards, and it works really well. It seems to be an element of sort of the gothic metal that, from these sort of female fronted bands, that the guitars are very sort of, they're there in the mix, you can hear them, but the riffs are very simple because the keyboard is sort of driving the melody and the song. But overall, yeah, I love this kind of thing. Not a huge Within Temptation fan. I've got a couple of albums, but Nightwish I really like as well, and the combination of those two work really well. I'd be interested to hear a sort of a better sounding performance, where be it me listening to on something better than this, or whether there's more sort of live Within Temptation where Tarja joins them. But the combination of her and that band, worked really well for me, and I really enjoyed it. Yeah.
Kirk?
I'll judge it as a live spectacle and then as a song.
Yeah.
So as a live spectacle with the poster and those names on it, it's like the equivalent of Korn and Deftones, Chino joining Korn on stage, or Max from Sepultura, Max Cavalera joining Rob Flynn on stage with Machine Head. You're going to be excited, aren't you, just to have these two great names from the same era. I want to pick up on the point Andy said. The guitars are just atrocious in music like this. Anyone can just pick up a guitar and palm you fifth chords. Dreadful. No imagination. That's why I don't listen to this music. It just puts me off. There's nothing wrong with music being keyboard driven, but show some imagination. Listen to Emperor, Cradle of Filth, as you said, Andy. There's some incredible guitar work in there, even though the symphonics are driving it. And I know you've got blast beats in that and more harsh vocals. This is vocal-led heavy metal. Again, that doesn't have to be a bad thing, but you just cannot look beyond how bland those guitars are. Honestly, it's like when, say you watch a football podcast, right? I am not going off on a tangent, and they'll buy some music, won't they? And they'll have a riff at the beginning. They're buying shit like that. These ex-footballers do podcasts. They'll have that as their theme music because they don't know anything about music. They're like, oh, this is rock music. It's got guitars in it. Dreadful. The song itself is good, though, isn't it? I mean, how good was the chorus? I really, that gave me chills. So we know that the great songwriter is very formulaic. Please, we got that guitar solo. That was so expressive, and it's only short as well. Andy, I dare say you probably enjoyed that guitar solo.
Yeah. Complementary to the song, yeah, without showboating and being going overboard. But yeah, as you say, short and to the point. and
Yeah,
demonstrated
exactly.
some good skills. Yeah.
Yep. So one last thing, Dave. I mean it. One last thing before I pass it to you. I would have enjoyed it as a live spectacle. No way would I listen to an album 5 minutes each song if they all sounded like that. Not my type of music.
And I'm glad you said that last line, not your type of music, because that's an important part here. Because you've talked about. So I think the guitar riffs on that were great. Dun 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 dun. Perfectly fits exactly what needed to be written for that song. If they had done Cradle of Filth stuff, riffing, etc., over the top, I wouldn't have listened to it. I'd have thought it was shit and was ruining the track because that would turn it into a sort of music that I wouldn't listen to. Early Nightwish, I won't listen to because I think it's awful. More modern Nightwish, so early Tarja versions of Nightwish, the first couple of albums, I think are awful. They're not listenable to me. But the last album that she did with Nightwish, I really enjoyed. So stuff like Ever Dream, I think is great. So it all depends on your style of music. So for me, within Temptation, I loved the stuff, and it is very much vocal led. You're both completely correct on that. It's not about complex riffage. The riffs completely serve the song and allow the vocals to do what they need to do to carry the song. And we've already done a Within Temptation track on this album before, or on this channel before. There is an element that she has brought. Tarja brought some of her vocals to match with Sharon, but it was also like some of her solo work anyway. So it's quite similar. It's not like her early Nightwish stuff though, but it is quite similar to some of her solo stuff. Is what she's done on that one. Yeah, if you talked about like some of the bands where you were talking about the Cradle of Filth, it was just making me chuckle because that Within Temptation works perfectly for me and my listening style. And I've got lots of Within Temptation albums and listen to them a lot. But as you said, if you've done that, even with her vocals on a Cradle of Filth style of music, I wouldn't listen to it because I wouldn't like the musical elements because it's not my type of music. But that's what I love about this channel is the three of us will never. It's very, very infrequently that all three of us go, "It's a fucking banging track that." But let us know what you think about this song at home. Is it a banger? Is it not a banger? Who knows? Let us know in the comments down below. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you on another video sometime very soon. Take care.